feel like my head's going to pop off. There's that much going on. Mainly with the house move. Right, so yesterday's vlog, I made a mistake. And when I was editing, I was going to put a caption on, but I decided to leave it in. And on the vlog I said, we're taking Sandra to have a look at the bungalow we're buying because she's not been before. Sandra has been before. I should have said it was Barbara who's not been before. So as I'm recording this now, tomorrow Sandra is off today. I'm going to say off work, and tomorrow she's coming up to Lincolnshire. Actually, you're twisting me around. What are you doing to me, you daft dog? It's very muddy, very muddy. Tomorrow Sandra's coming up to Lincolnshire, and she's staying in Boston with her mum, but she's also bringing up Lee, who some of you will know if you've been, Rasha, what on earth are you doing today? She's crisscrossing the path. She's also bringing up Lee, my youngest lad, who's coming to live with us, who's never been to Lincolnshire in his life before. So we've got a long weekend ahead, and all being well, I can show Lee a little bit of what's going on, and then in a couple of days' time we're going to the bungalow we're buying, so Sandra's mum, Barbara, can see where she's going to be moving in. Well, Barbara is probably going to be joining us in June, and the rate of acceleration on everything to do with houses is it's quite flabbergasting that we've been waiting on tender hooks for 3.5 months, 4 months, and everything's been sort of plod, and anyway, it's all accelerating, and it looks like exchanges are both going to be getting done on the 13th of March, which is 2 weeks away. So we hand over the keys to ours, and then we get the keys to the new place, and at that stage we'll quickly set up a bed for Lee. There is a fitted kitchen in there and stuff, but I need to basically get the house with the basics in, and then Lee can stay in the new house, and things like that. So an awful lot going on, a serious amount going on. Big thank you, Peter Webster. Peter, you sent over super thanks, so appreciate that and love reading your comments. And then somebody called Paul. I've not got a surname, but just Paul. Thanks, Paul, who sent over a coffee. That coffee, Paul, and the super thanks, Peter. Those little bits of money that dribble in. I'm not too sure how, but somehow when Lee, Sandra and the mum are over, somehow I'm going to try and hook us up all to go and have a bite to eat. Somehow it's just a nightmare getting off the campsite at the minute, because there's just basically at the moment there's just me, and you have all the usual dramas to contend with. Right, I'm going to finish Rasha's walk and into the office. It's end of the month day. I've got some running around to do. I've got to go out into Sutton and Maybo for a few reasons, and paperwork day, so an hour of paperwork and end of month things. Right, so it's currently persisting it down. It always rains on bin day. I've got no idea why, but bin day seems to be the notorious day for when it rains, and today is bin day. Last week was my first week back, and the council bin, for want of a better word, the local authority rubbish bin associated with the cottage, did not get emptied. I'm hoping that has been emptied over winter, but it hasn't gone off the radar with the local authority for a month, so I will be keeping an eye on that, and if it doesn't get emptied, we'll be having to report a bin saga. So those of you all back at home who live in a house, if you're on local Facebook groups, bin day is the big saga day, isn't it? Like, the bins didn't get emptied, or the bins were late, or whatever. And it's like third world problems on Facebook on bin days. Wherever you live, if you're on a Facebook group, I bet bin day is the biggest day where all the complaints come out. There are bigger fish to fry, as they say. It's officially proper miserable. Proper. I'll stop talking with a Manchester accent soon, won't I? Funny enough, the Lincolnshire accent, it's a bit Yorkshire-y, but it hasn't really got an accent as such, does it? Like in Manchester, it's like, it's proper. You know what I mean? Like, proper. Doing a bit of a Liam Gallagher. When you have to wobble your sides as you walk and strut your stuff. Know what I mean? Like, man. Oh dear. Right, I'm going to go and pick the car up and bring it up to the reception area, as I need to nip out in about half an hour. Right, that's the car started, and I'm going to Mablethorpe first, and then from Mablethorpe I'm going to tail back down myself into Sutton-on-Sea. I need to go to the post office. Post office and chemist. All being well, my new prescription should be in, and I've got somewhere else in Sutton to go to anyway. So about an hour is something like that of running around to do. Let's hope it all goes smoothly. It always rains on bin day. I don't know why it always rains on bin day. Straight. Lord Brothers, those that know will know. I just needed to pick some up from down the road. So I just nip into Lord Brothers and have a butcher's. Look, I've come out with nothing. So Lord Brothers, you go in to buy, I don't know, a packet of crisp, and you come out with a mobility scooter. Everybody knows Lord Brothers, surely. Sutton-on-Sea again. So I've just done the monthly post to our head office with receipts and other bits and bobs. And now I'm just going to nip into my chemist, and all being well, we'll see whether the automated prescription has worked. And if the young girl here says, "Oh, we're doing a free blood pressure test," would you like one doing? The answer is most definitely going to be no. It actually happened. The same girl just turned round to me and said, "You want a free blood pressure test?" I said, "You know what?" I said, "You won't remember me. You've got no idea what happened last year." I said, "No, I don't want one." So you couldn't make it all. Right, another job out of the way, and time to head back and see what is going on at the campsite. There's so much going on back at home with Sandra and everything. It's almost on overload and coordinating things. Anyway, 2 weeks in emptying days. Just so the council bin did get emptied. Right. I did have a big sign up here saying all deliveries to a thing, and that's just been left at the back. Anyways, for now the signs that I had up have come down. Yeah, please, deliveries. Last year we just had the delivery people were just literally just dumping stuff on the ground here, regardless of the weather. Anyway, if I hadn't put that bin away, that would have been a missing parcel. Hey, always going off here, isn't it? Always a little drama. Sometimes a big drama. And it always rains on bin day. The delights of some dinner. I'm having a microwave cheeseburger today. I've just been on the phone for some things work related. I need to crack a couple more phone calls now, and then all being well, I'm going to be able to fly into Skaggy to go to Iceland and get myself some frozen food. It's backup food. It's a bit strange, this. So last year I hardly ate any Iceland's food at all, but just in case I'm going to get some. And then I've got padlocks now. These are some spare padlocks we've got to utilise on our storage units. TikTok, time is going too quickly. And I think today as well, Lee, my youngest, is moving into our house back to our house in Manchester. And then tomorrow, as I'm recording this, he's coming up for a few days. So if you're at the nurseries, you might see Lee knocking about. But by the time this goes out, the weekend will probably be long gone. So yeah, I'm quite excited to bring Lee up. To be honest, I think he's going to I think he's going to enjoy his new life in Lincolnshire. Fingers crossed for the young lad. Miserable day, and I've come to see the girl. Hello, Rasha. How are you? How are you? Right, you're having a bounce. What are you bouncing for? Where are you going? Right, there you are. Right, give me Rasha, a bit of a super treat. Got a bit of ham. Oh, you like that, didn't you? Did you like that? You definitely like that, didn't you? Right, just quick hello to Rasha. Make sure she's all okay. And I'm going to pick up my trainers and head into Skeg Vegas direction. So I'm managing today to get some running around done. Some quite important jobs as well, which I can't go into. But yeah. Right, Rasha, what are you up to? What are you up to? What do you say? What are you up to? Do you want some more ham? Want some ham? What do you want? Do you want some ham? Woof. Will it ever dry out? So if you remember here where I'm walking now, I don't know if you can see that. It was all chaotic a few days ago, and yeah, nice had the rocks down, the hard standing down, and the and it's been dressed. What a difference it makes. So this comes to the end of the line here, but because of the weather, the lads doing the work have had to call it a day. It's just too grim. Right, I've got my fit bills. Take my wellies off in the office and get out into Skeggy. Right, so that's some Iceland's bits done. It's very grey, it's very miserable, and literally, as I'm just getting into the car and was paying, my phone's ringing, so I need to go and see who's calling and make another phone call. Yeah, more sagas going on with this flipping house sale. Right, our buyer is doing a sort of pre-exchange inspection on Monday. And on Monday, there's nobody at our house because Sandra's in Lincolnshire. We're having a look at our purchase. So Sandra's now got very, very jittery. Basically, now the buyer could turn around and say, "Oh no, I've changed my mind," which obviously can happen. And so I tried to say to Sandra, it's just, you can't worry about things that are out of our hands. So she's just gone really, really jittery. I think I've probably aged about 10 years in the last 2 weeks. Right, that was a bit of a wasted journey. Well, not a waste. Well, yeah, sort of wasted journey. I've come to buy something, and there's a dimension I've not bought with me. So a bit of a wasted journey, but I'm en route to the storage lockers. So I'm going to have to come back and look at this on another day. Right, so I'm in a storage locker. With padlocks. Regardless of the jitters or not, we've got to still keep going with the original plan. So these are obviously all different smaller ones. That's great. That was tight. So I've now got, I should have 3 keys. So one for each of the drivers. So that's 2 keys, and then a spare key for me. All being well. Right, that's that one done. Back. This is probably the most bizarre vlog I think I've done. Where all I've done is I've been here and I've been there, and I've been here, and I've been there, and currently I've got a very, very jittery wife. Today is just, well, the last few days have just been jittery. Everything is jittery. Sandra's jittery. Fluid. Is that the word I'm looking for? Right. So, as you're watching this, sorry, the dates aren't going to make any. You're not going to have a clue what I'm on about. But basically, because these vlogs are about 3 or 4 days behind, so we've now got a proposal. This is happening hour by hour. So the buyers of our property are now planning a pre-exchange visit on the 4th of March. And I think the same day, I think that's the Monday, we're also doing a visit to the place that we're buying. So Sandra's very jittery that for some reason they can just come in and just go, oh, no, we don't want to buy it. We don't want to buy it. It's all over. I said, Sandra, you've got to hold your nerve because we are that far down the line now. They've paid for all their solicitors, all the surveys and all the other reports. Now he's got his mortgage is all bagged up, ready to transfer over. So it's too far gone, but it can still fall over. So now they want to do a pre-exchange visit on the 4th, and then they want to exchange contracts on the 6th. With a completion date of the 13th of March. And so we're moving everything out on the 8th of March. Man, this is so stressful. But everything is going to be all right. I've just messaged Sandra, and I think we showed you we have I had some word art put onto a wall. Peter Gabriel and Kate Bush. Rest your head, you worry too much. I just sent a message to Sandra basically. Sandra, rest your head, you worry too much. Everything's going to be all right. Those song words have never been more apt to exactly what we're going through at the moment. And this is, yeah. I'm forever the optimist. We've had this conversation when we're back home. Sandra is very pessimistic. I had a phone call before, and she goes, "What are we going to do? What are we going to do if he wants to lower the price?" And I'm going, "You can't say what we're going to do because we're not there yet. You can't worry about something that's not happened." And then since then, obviously, there's been another conversation with the agents that's taken place, where I personally am very optimistic that even when things are really bad, things have gone wrong and everything, somehow everything will always work out. And this one is a little bit more difficult because obviously it's not just me and Sandra this is affecting. I've got Sandra's mum and I've got Lee as well, my lad. Yeah, but everything's going to be all right. It's just a pre-completion jitters. The thing we've explained before, we've got this portal of the house we're buying, so the bungalow we're buying, and the selling of our house. It's got these it's like a traffic light system, and it's gone all along. And like yesterday, we had a ping, 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 a glowing green button on the place that we're buying to say that they've now seen our proof of funds, so they know that we've now got the money to exchange. Yeah. Fortunately, I've managed to get out today and get some running about done and a few phone calls and other messages. I think I'm going to wrap this video off here. I think I need to go and rest my own head. I have actually got myself an absolutely serious thumping, massive headache in a mega way. Right, let's wrap off. I'm sorry that this has just been a bit of a Bobby's vlog. This has just been how it is. Look after yourselves. Stay tuned in for another vlog coming your way from the Campsite Warden and the Campsite Warden's wife.
In fact, the next vlog you might see might even have Sandra in it. And Lee. And Barbara. Reunited 'cause it feels so good. Reunited like you know it should.